front seven before the season, and it's really kind of mushroomed into pretty big national awareness, a lot of national media talking about it. As a coordinator, do you need to manage what's happening around the guys, or do they kind of have the personalities where it really doesn't need to be managed, that kind of hype around them?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say that that's part of what we do from the beginning, that we're interested in building a unit that loves each other, loves being with their teammates and coaches with their players. We're interested in building a player that, you know, understands that the minute that he decelerates and takes a second to pat himself on the back, somebody's going to pass him immediately by. We're interested in creating players and developing players that just love hard work. You know, they bring the same energy to every task. We talk about it all the time. You know, if they're sweeping the floor, they're attacking that job just as they would attack an opponent at, you know, 7:30 p.m. on national TV. That's an arch rival. You know, they're going to be that way in their relationships. They're going to be that way when they're cleaning the countertop, and they're going to be that way when they're chasing the ball carrier. So in terms of, you know, guarding against that kind of stuff, I would say that it's already, you know, in our whole system, built into our unit DNA to not allow that. And then we just have to be sure we do a great job of sheltering each other from it.
Talk a little bit about where Manti rates among the players you've coached, and what separates him from other players?
I would say that Manti is the finest football player in America, all positions, all teams, in college, and that he's the best football player that I've personally coached.
What makes him that player?
Oh, wow. We're going to be here a while. Tangibly, he's big, like a big inside linebacker at, you know, 250 plus pounds, and strong like that in terms of knockback hitting ability, block destruction, and knockback tackling ability. But he moves like a small guy. So you'll coach a player that may move as fast or quick, initially quick in the combat zone or tracking ball carriers or receivers, but that player's 210 pounds and 215 pounds. Now this is an athlete, God bless. This is an athlete that's 40 pounds heavier, you know, 50 pounds heavier. Intangibly, bright, studies the game, driven. He's a unique blend of being able to be kind and good and courteous and warm and friendly when he's not inside the gates or inside the stripe. And then when he's in there, he's an absolute warrior. You know, some warriors have to pretend that they're a different way when they're not between the stripes. And some really good, kind, nurtured people have to pretend to be warriors when they're inside the stripes. He doesn't have to pretend in either arena. That's unique. I mean, I could just keep going on and on about what separates him from the rest.
With the